Persona 5 The Phantom X, more like Persona no 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 5. This is normally the point where I'd have a dig at Atlus for once again putting off finally having to announce Persona 6 instead of another dick-sickening spin-off or remaster. But there is a point when a bit of cheeky tease and denial becomes flat-out denial, which not coincidentally is also the first stage of the grieving process. I've been following The Phantom X since it was announced, and the moment I knew it was a fucking free-to-play gacha game, I was thinking, please don't succeed, please don't be fucking successful, don't GTA Online this bitch, give a great single-player franchise the excuse to not make another game for 13 fucking years. But we all knew it was gonna succeed, didn't we? Because those fucking whales just can't get enough of watching anime girls' tight sweaters jiggle almost imperceptibly for a fraction of a second because they turned around too quick. Still, as someone who really likes Persona 5 and has yet to be won over by a gacha game, in the way this Joseph Stalin fella still hasn't won me over on this whole gulag concept, I felt the need to try it because this was the best chance gacha games were ever going to get. Theoretically, anyway. In practice, this was like having to watch a famous actor I respect shilling their new fucking crypto coin. Still, I was impressed by the initial trailer because it's undeniably progressive of Atlus to finally have another Persona game with a female protagonist. And then I played the game and realised, oh, it's just a dude with a girly haircut. Got me again, anime. Should have realised, in anime a girly haircut only becomes a girl's haircut if it looks like it takes 3 hours of work and 2 cans of fluorescent spray paint. Anyway, Phantom X is a story running somewhat in parallel to that of Persona 5, except instead of playing a dude who's been wrongly accused and disenfranchised and pushed to the brink, very satisfyingly turning things around on a corrupted society, we play a dude... Sounded like there was going to be more to that sentence, Yards. Yes, that was the gag, thank you. A dude who lives in a house, who teleports to the metaverse basically at random, and swiftly acquires an animal sidekick, a Persona Awakening, and a weird bossy lady in a blue outfit, as part of the standard metaverse induction package. Considering how well written Persona 5 was, it's really stark comparing that to how fucking weak source the characterization is in Phantom X. The main villain of the first act, for example, you want to know how the game establishes he's been corrupted by the forces of darkness? Brace yourself. He barges past people on the subway a lot. No, really, that's it. And they make a real fucking meal out of it. He's standing there going, yes, I barged into those people and I'll do it again. And I'll just keep claiming it was an accident. I'm evil and no one can ever stop me. Least of all you, even if you invade my subconscious while dressed as a highwayman from the future. And the plot flat out informs us that if we don't go inside his mental realm and steal his heart, then he's literally going to nudge a baby to death. I swear I'm not making this up. Besides that, the first act plays rather blatantly like a truncated version of the first act of Persona 5, except it's baseball instead of volleyball, and the Anne and Ryuji arcs are rolled into a single support character who has to both champion the injured best friend and avenge the ruined sporting career. One wonders how she finds the time to eat her depression cornflakes in the morning. Ah, so it's an alternative universe version of Persona 5, is it? I might have thought so if the established Persona 5 characters weren't constantly popping their heads around the door for fan service, and your interactions with them were always so fucking cringy. Who are you? Are you a phantom thief? Me too. What effortless chemistry we have. It's like reading a story from a teenage girl's dream journal about her hanging out with Harry Styles. Yes, that's as contemporary as my references get. So we acquire party members in the story through the traditional method. Villain of the moment victimizes prodigious young person confronts villain's shadow in the metaverse, moment of self-realization, scream, bloodily pull off own face, handshake, certificate, commemorative photograph, etc. But then it's also a gacha game, so there's also other party members we acquire from pulling the lever on the slot machine, who are also phantom thieves with names and personas, but who have no story introduction and we know fuck all about. Some of them appear to be characters from the story we haven't met yet, and others are just randos, standing around on the fringe of the party, occasionally going, oh look, a treasure, because there's an obvious glowing chest in the room, sweating bullets that will ask awkward questions. Who am I and how the fuck did I get here? Oh look, a treasure, let me spin around very fast to point at it, jiggle jiggle. This is the game trying to have it both ways. It's got Persona-style activities like working the convenience store or hanging out with your mates, and they ostensibly advance time, but there's no time crunch element, no deadlines. Find a locked chest in the dungeon, who cares, just instantly teleport home, craft some lockpicks, do the gardening, do 9 side stories, and go back to the dungeon at your leisure, and the game won't give a metric half squirt of shit. But then of course I reached the end of the first dungeon and the game was like, next is the boss fight, and by the way, you're 8 levels behind, better grind that up before continuing, and thus does the insidious pissing about begin, because the best way to level up is to grind out random fights for crafting materials, and that only levels you up. You want to level your party members, you've got to manually shove a load of experience gems into them, possibly with a funnel and a spoon, and if you run out of stamina gems, don't worry, you can buy more with your poor financial decision-making gems, which you can buy for actual money from the shop. Not that shop, the other shop. The theory that live service games deliberately design their menus to be as confusing confusing as possible in the hopes you get dizzy and accidentally drop your social security number is basically confirmed, I think. Why else would a game have different menus for goals, contracts, missions, and rewards, all of which have different fucking stuff? This is doubly heartbreaking considering one of Persona 5's most characteristic features is its efficient and beautifully designed menus. It's like hearing that your favourite singer got throat cancer, and he got it from singing a song you really hate, because all the lyrics are about asking people for money. Every now and again I'll get a glimpse of the real Persona 5, a story moment here, a thumping bit of music there, the odd satisfying battle sequence, rewarding strategic planning, even if one more actions can now only be generic attacks, and we aren't allowed to pick the target, because I guess making the combat interesting was less important than directing us to buy interesting combat gems. But it's all flayed skin being worn by a serial killer. It's not even that, it's the skin lying torn and discarded on bare cement, left there for us to pick through like we're searching a puddle of sick for the last good unclaimed chunks of half-digested carrot. I did tell you to bring a cocktail stick. And a special hello to everyone who skips to the cartoons in the end credits. Hi, assholes. Did you remember to like the video? It takes a second and really helps us in the algorithm. Least you can do. And why not consider joining the Patreon? Get extra videos, extra access, and your name in the end credits. Although that would have been pretty wasted on you just now, wouldn't it?